From the Advanced Manual Storytelling, this is Project 4, The Touching Story. An original piece supposed or meant to evoke emotion in the audience from the listeners. The title of this piece is Beyond the Horizon. July 30, 1980. The lights dim because night has fallen. Indeed, it's the wee hours of the morning by now. I'm pacing. I'll tell you in a minute why. I walk past my sister, who's curled up on the sofa, holding her knees, head in her hand. Her eyes are closed, and oh, I do hope she's able to sleep a little bit. It's been such a long time. It's been a long 2 days. I don't know if she's sleeping, but I'm not in the mood to talk, so I keep pacing. Beyond my sister, my dad sits, slumped in a chair, dozing finally, but fitfully, as he jerks now and then, clothes crumpled from having been worn 2 days without change. And me, I'm pacing because I'm angry. You see, I've been playing this mind game. My mother is on the other side of those swinging doors. There's a machine in there. Whoosh, whoosh, breathing for her as she fights a battle, losing for her life. And I'm thinking, if I can just stay awake, if I can pace and just stay awake until the day breaks, Mama will be okay. Mama will make it through this time. But while I was thinking that, a nurse comes out and places in my hand my mother's wedding band. And she looks at me and she says, I wanted to take it off her hand before the hand was too swollen to remove it. I knew we were toward the end, and boy, I was angry then. And I was angry at everybody and everything that would take my mom away from me. Did God not know that I have a 5-year-old son? Did God not know that I have an 18-month-old son? And did He not know that just last week I told my mom that there would be yet another grandchild? I need her now more than ever. I need her wisdom. I need her experience. And I and my sons need her love in a way that nobody can give it but a mama. And while I'm angry, a doctor comes out. At 5:30 in the morning, my friends, there is no good news. Not much. And it wasn't this time. I cried. I was sad. I was angry. And then I was scared. How am I going to go home and tell my sons that Mama died? All the way home, I'm nervous about it. I walk in my house, 7 o'clock in the morning, and my little rays of sunshine are at the kitchen table having their morning cereal and milk and juice. And when I walked in, my 5-year-old son said, "Ah, you're home! Mama must be all better." And as much as I had promised myself that I wouldn't, tears pooled in my eyes. I stooped down in front of my 5-year-old son, eye to eye, and said, "No, honey, Mama's not going to get better this time." And the tears trickled down my cheek. And my little 5-year-old slipped off his chair quietly, put his arm around my neck, patted me on the cheek, and said, "Don't cry, Mommy. It's okay. because we'll see Mama again. Jesus told us we would. And just like that, the sting was taken out of my anger. A reminder of my faith that I did have, that I had almost given up in anger. I took him to the funeral home, and I said, I want you to be comfortable. Ask questions, look at what you will. I'll answer anything. Don't be afraid to ask. He looked at flowers, he walked around, and he came and he tugged at my hand, and he said, Mommy, I can't see Mama. Will you lift me up? So I walked over to the coffin, and I lifted him up, and he looked down and said, That's not my Mama. And I said, Honey, it is. And I'm thinking, now it's coming. I've got my work cut out for me. And he said, No, Mommy, that's not Mama. If that was Mama, she'd be smiling. She's not smiling. I think that's just that old dead body. She don't need no more. And I think that she's right now with God, just laughing like she always does. What do they say? And a child shall lead them? I knew that my mother had gone beyond the horizon. And I was angry and scared and sad that she had passed that horizon, that she had gone beyond it. But my son had reminded me of an eternal truth that changed my whole demeanor that day. Rossiter Raymond said, Death is nothing but a horizon. And a horizon is nothing save the limit of our sight. I'm not angry at the horizon anymore. I don't know what's on the other side, but I know that life keeps going.